It looks like they're gonna buy the fuck out of it at the end of the day. We'll see though. See if they're gonna buy the fuck out of it. Like I said, looks like they're brewing another test of the yellow. At least we're gonna see some sort of attempt at, as we're threatening to make an N, and I guess that's sort of like an AV equals CD pattern. If I was to think about this as an inverse head and shoulders that has a potential to work, like what about taking these two lows and actually putting them across the highs like that? You know, what would that look like on the bigger picture? Would it be like 61? You know, so we have an excuse to get to the 61. But the strange part about it is it's a movement we've already done before. Like this movement right here. That should do it. And we did it here too. So that's a movement that we did multiple times. It's demanding quite a lot. But it is that move there. That move there. Well, you know what? These are equally spaced apart in a peculiar way. I'm curious to see if they're equally spaced apart the same way over here. So it just hit that B point again. It's not even a B point that's open now. It's already been cleared, so we should be able to break through it. It's almost like we're coming back to the top of a triangle. It has yet to try and get up even more into that circle. Circle this. Looking for another push again. They're thinking about whether or not it's a good time to just buy everyone out again right now. That's testing the waters right there. They didn't move it up too much. They wanted just to see how many people are going to chase, and I think they're seeing that not too many people are chasing. Like they're like, oh, interesting. We can actually go with this one. We're going to go with this one. Too many people pile in, we'll grab their stops and still go with it. Most likely the highs are getting a lot of stops being plumped up at them. And we know that if we let enough stops generate at that high, then it'll cost a lot less to get up to the 61. The 61 is something that will attract people, you know, because we want to get up there. That's where my fucking circle is, you know? Like that's the whole idea. The 61 is somewhere we want to see if they're going to trade, because we want to squeeze them. Like I want to see us get into this area up here. That's the real money is there, because it will be on the failure of a Wyckoff for it to do that, and I'm like, I totally like that. I want to see the failure of the Wyckoff. I want to see us get to the pink, like the real capital letters are, you know, blue to pink, which is almost 300 points. Slow and steady is going to win this race, and where it goes fast again, maybe at a point that's too late for a lot of the chasers. So I see that. So it turns out that it worked out like a bull flag, and they did end up, you know, continuing it, even though it was like very rigid and so on. We did it in a way that made it feel like it wasn't moving much for people. Now we've made another advancement, and I think it's the slow and steady approach that when we get through these highs, they're going to turn into B points, and we can start blasting. And it's going to have people chase it, but guess what? Where people are chasing it, they're going to be above the B point. So they're all going to be part of a pullback in the future. We'll get them. And that's the funny part about it. There's a chance that we start running to the fucking pink, because this is like a green zone to a 300 point red zone. Like that's like the whole idea of the post that I made in the chat. You know, it's the same blue zone as you can see on the charts above. Has been support all day. I'm interested in ultimately getting to the pink zone above, despite any difficulty along the way. I mentioned it could be slow yesterday at 9:23 p.m. All of the jabs at the low today were short-lived, perfect for hedging, as they all came back to the range and were insignificant. None of the movements have affected major long holdings. This is a day where I say the institutions have chose to hold and hedge. This is where they're working now. Out of all times, now is the time they choose to work. That's completely contrary to the average human being.